Hello friends of the channel. It's been a long time since I've been talking about this repricer called BQL, and today we're going to quickly see what BQL looks like inside and how you can set up both an automatic and manual rule to do repricing in a very short time. Let's take a look. Well friends, this marvel we have here is the main dashboard of BQL, one of the easiest repricers to use. As you can see here, we have a view across all channels. We can select channels by country and also change the currency. We have all the sales generated by the repricer that works with artificial intelligence, all the orders generated by that repricer, the percentage of buy box we've won thanks to that repricer, and how many listings we have activated with the repricer. Right now we are looking at the sales of a small client over the course of a year on Amazon Spain, and it tells us all the money generated from sales where we've won the buy box thanks to the repricer, all the orders generated from in the year, and also the percentage increase compared to last year. You can see that we've grown by 217%, how much buy box we've won, what the average ticket of each sold product is, the average order value, and average orders per. This is the main dashboard, but then we can go to the other sections. The listing section, where it shows us all the products we have listed within BQool. This kind of connects directly via the API with your Seller Central and pulls all the products from the catalog. And we can divide them between active products and unlisted products. Active products mean that we have the repricer activated for those products. And the delisted are the products for which we do not have the repricer activated. Then we have the repricing rules, the change history every 15 minutes, all the changes that BQL makes automatically to win buy boxes. And then we have the report section. In the upload file section, basically what we can do is upload an Excel file with our COCs with the purchase cost of these products. In the repricing section, as you can see, we have all the products from the catalog. Right now, I have them filtered by active products. And here we can see the repricing status, whether it is working or not, the SKU, the ASIN, the product name, the logistics being used, its bestseller rank, when it was created, how many products that pack contains, the cost, the COGS, the minimum price, which is very important, and the maximum price. And here what we will see is a calculator that shows us the PL. It's like an FBA calculator that shows us the PL to see how much we are earning per sale. Therefore, we can simulate here the lowest price and the highest price and see what the real profit is for each of those products when sold. Then we have the repricing rule. In this case, we have a series of automatic rules, and then we set up the manual O rule. Activate if we start competing against Amazon vendor. What this rule does is detect if Amazon 1P, Amazon vendor, is selling the product and automatically deactivates the repricer. Because if Amazon lowers the price too much, we don't want to compete against them. In the end, it's a race to see who loses more money, and we don't intend to enter that competition. Then we have the total price with shipping. In our case, the shipping is always zero because shipping is free. And if we have the buy box for the lowest price and for the lowest price plus shipping, then we have the units sold, the inventory, how many days it is, and the estimated profit for each of the sales. And as you can see here, when a listing is selected, there are a series of actions that can be taken for one listing or several, such as modifying the minimum and maximum price, adding COGS and also taxes, the shipping price, activating the repricer, matching with the lowest price of the main competitor or with the lowest price of whoever has the buy box, and other things. For example, one thing that is used quite a bit is the group. Add to group allows us to create product groups, for example, products for which we are going to activate repricing on Black Friday, for instance. So we can generate rules here just for that group. And as you can see, it is also compatible with Amazon Pan-European and with Amazon Cross-Border European Fulfillment Network. You can mark the ASIN as belonging to the European Fulfillment Network or not belonging to the European Fulfillment Network. And here we have the entire section filters for the listing. We can also create favorite listings. In this case, we haven't created any for Vox, but we have the one that comes by default with BIM. That is, all the listings, the active ones, the inactive ones, those with repricing activated, and those with repricing paused. Well, let's take a look at the repricing rules. As you can see, there are a series of rules that are already predefined. They are all rules based on artificial intelligence, and each one tells us what it does. For example, perform repricing moderately to balance sales and profit. Either perform aggressive repricing to maximize profit. All of these are already pre-configured, but we can create a new rule. As you can see down here, add new rule. It takes us to a configurator where we can create our own rules. If you notice here, we have 4 tabs that show us the process. At the beginning, what we do is the type of rule. In this case, we can make a pre-designed rule or give a specific name to our rule. That is, take and create a rule from scratch. This one, in this case, is for price matching in the buy box. This rule here, which is another example, is to maximize profit. And this one here is to maximize sales. As you can see, first we have the type of rule. Then if you click next, it shows us all the configurations to win the buy box. When I am the only seller, do not reprice. When my product cannot be selected for the buy box, use the minimum price to try to win it. When the buy box is suppressed, use repricing with artificial intelligence. When your product is used, use artificial intelligence repricing. When there is a back order on my product, use the minimum price. And then we can configure against whom, and we activate this repricer. Against Amazon. OnePay, Amazon vendor. Against FBA, other sellers who have FBA. Or other sellers who have fulfillment by merchant, their own logistics. In the next step, we can set the scheduling, that is, for how many hours or days the repricer is activated. I, for example, have it activated during the week, and on the weekend, in some rule, I have it stopped. Because I already know that the product my client sells is not bought on the weekend or is bought very little. And finally, we have the summary of the rule. It tells us which fields we have selected and configured for each of the steps we have taken, and we can save and activate it. This is for the rules that are already predefined, but I can create one from scratch and choose what type of rule I want to use for my template, or I can create a new rule that could be called, well, I don't know, Black Friday and Cyber Monday rule. Do a super aggressive repricing against everyone except Amazon vendor during the Black Friday days. I activate it on the day Black Friday starts, and I deactivate it on the day Black Friday ends at midnight. And I could configure that and apply it to a listing, to all listings, or to a group of listings. Well, as you can see, it's a super easy repricer to configure. In fact, for some clients, we have managed to configure it in 1 morning or 2 mornings. It is very easy to configure and apply, and you will start seeing results right away. This works for Amazon, arbitrage, for retail, or online arbitrage, wherever you buy the stock. If you sell on Amazon, you can do repricing with BQ, private label. It also works. Wholesaling also works. Obviously not for Amazon vendor. It's only for the seller part, the marketplace part. Well, I hope you like BQool. I will leave the link to try it out in the description, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe.